Hello everyone, this is Sanjay from CSIT branch. Today my AAT Tech Talk topic of design and analysis of algorithm is efficient graph search. So in this topic we are going to learn about introduction about the graph searching and also the breadth first search, depth first search, Dikshitra algorithm, A search algorithm, bidirectional search, best first search and heuristic search. So, like introduction, and we are going to know about what is actually meant by definition of the graph search. Graph search is nothing but it is the process of exploring all the nodes in a graph. Like graph is cyclic, whereas tree is non-cyclic, and tree has hierarchical, whereas graph is one node is connected to the another node. And importance of the efficient graph search is efficient graph search has numerous applications in computer science, such as pathfinding, web crawling, and game development. Uh, Graphs are also used for the graph search is also used in many of our daily life. We use Google Maps and Apple Maps, where we will put our destination and also where we are going to start the journey. So there will be the lowest distance and the time will be taken less, that path will be shown. An overview is the presentation will cover the various efficient graph search algorithms. So first we are going to know about the breadth first search. Breadth first search is nothing but the breadth first search BFS is used to search a tree or a graph data structure for node that meets a set of criteria. And the algorithm DFS uses stack data structure to keep track of the nodes to visit next. And the advantages of the BFS is the main advantage is that it is very simple to implement and understand. It is guaranteed to find the shortest path from the starting point to the goal. It can be very memory intensive since it needs to keep track of all the nodes in the search tree. It can slow since it slows since it is explodes all the nodes at each level before moving on to the next level. So this is about the breadth first search, and next we are going to see about the depth first search. The depth first search is nothing but DFS explores as far as possible along each branch before its backtracking. Algorithm for the DFS. DFS uses a stack data structure to keep track of the nodes to visit next. And the advantages and disadvantages of the DFS is DFS is a memory efficient but may not find the shortest part in the graph. Whereas in BFS, in breadth first search, it follows the shortest part, and also in breadth first search, when the elements are presented in a stack, the stack will be divided into two parts, and in the two parts it will find the next lowest two parts, and finally it will give the lowest, and it can search the element we are looking for. Chitra algorithm. And the definition of the Dijkstra algorithm is the Dijkstra algorithm is a weighted graph search for algorithm that finds the shortest part between the nodes. And the algorithm is Dijkstra algorithm uses the priority queue to keep track of the nodes to visit next. And the advantages and disadvantages are Dijkstra algorithm is guaranteed to find the shortest part in a weighted graph but may not perform well on the large graphs. This algorithm main disadvantage is it it cannot like it cannot be used for the graph which have many elements. That is the main reason why this algorithm isn't used. And the next algorithm is a a search algorithm is a heuristic search algorithm that finds the shortest path between the nodes. And the algorithm A star uses a heuristic function to estimate the cost of the path from the current node to the goal node. Means it will estimate the what is the cost between the node which we are starting and the ending node. And advantages and disadvantages of the A star algorithm is is an efficient algorithm that works well on a large graphs but may not find the shortest path if the heuristic function is admissible. Right? This A star algorithm This A-star algorithm is an informed search algorithm, meaning it uses the knowledge for the past searching process. The logic used in this algorithm is similar to the BFS in breadth first search, but in A-star algorithm has three parameters: the GN, which is the actual cost of the traversal from initial state to current state; HN is the estimated cost for the traversal from the current state to the goal state; FN is the actual cost of traversal from the initial state to the goal state. So like. So this is about the A search algorithm, and the next one is bidirectional. Bidirectional algorithm. The definition of this is bidirectional search explores the graph from both the start node and the goal node simultaneously. Algorithm for the bidirectional search. Bidirectional search uses two search algorithms, one from the start node and one from the goal node. Advantages and disadvantages for the bidirectional search is bidirectional search is faster than other search algorithms on large graphs, but may not always find a solution. And about the bidirectional search is a graph search algorithm that finds the shortest path from initial vertex to goal vertex in a directed graph. This is only used in the directed graph, and it runs two simultaneous searches, one forward from the initial state and one from the backward from the goal, stopping when it will stop when it meets us two. And also in bidirectional, there are as I said before, there are two, that is forward search from source and initial, and backward search from goal or target. uh, when to use bidirectional approach? We can consider bidirectional approach when both initial and goal states are unique and completely defined. The branching factor is exactly the same in both the direction. And the performance measures. The completeness. The bidirectional search is complete if BFS is used in both searches, and optimality if it optimal if it BFS is used for searching and paths have uniform cost. Time and space complexity. Time and space complexity is O B d by 2. And the next one is best first search. The next one is best first search. We can define best first search is a heuristic search algorithm that selects the nodes with the lowest heuristic value. Algorithm for the best first search. Best first search uses a priority queue to keep track of the nodes to visit next. Advantages and disadvantages of best first search is efficient and works well on large graphs but may not find the optimal solution. The main disadvantage is we cannot find the optimal solution in best first search. The best first search, it is also called as informed search. When we are at a node, we can consider any of the adjacent as the next node. So both BFS and DFS blindly explore paths without considering any cost function. The idea of the best first search is to use an evaluation function to say which adjacent is most promising and then explore. We use priority queue or heap to store the cost of nodes that have the lowest evaluation function value. So the implementation is variation of BFS. We just need to change the queue to priority queue. Start from source and search for goal I using given cost best first search. PQ initially, these are like the example. And so the worst case time complexity for the best course is O n star log n, where n is the number of nodes, and the worst case we may have visit nodes before we reach the goal. And greedy best first search, and also there is also A star search. And the next one is heuristic search. So we can define wait. So we can define heuristic search is a class of method which is used to order search a solution space for optimal solution. So heuristic search is a type of search algorithm that uses the heuristic function to estimate the cost of a path to the goal node. Algorithm for heuristic search. Heuristic search searches uses a heuristic function to prioritize the search. Advantages and disadvantages of the heuristic search is efficient and works well on large graphs, but the quality of the solution depends on the quality of the heuristic function. Heuristic is nothing but it is a technique that is used to solve a problem faster than the classic methods. These techniques are used to find the approximate solution to the problem when classical methods do not. Heuristics are said to be the problem-solving technique that results in practical and quick solutions. Why do we need heuristics? Heuristics are used in situations in which there is the requirement of a short-term solution on facing complex situation with limited resources and time. Heuristics can help the companies to make quick decisions by shortcuts and approximated calculations. Most of the heuristic methods involve mental shortcuts to make decisions on the past experiences. So summary of this presentation is in this presentation, we have covered the various of the graph search algorithms, including the breadth first search, depth first search, the Dijkstra algorithm, A star, and the bidirectional search, and the best first search, and the heuristic search. And importance is that it is nothing but choosing the right graph search algorithm is crucial to achieving efficient and effective results. Where we have to use the algorithm which is efficient, like which uses the less memory and the time taken will be less, so that algorithm is suitable for uh, as an said to be as an efficient graph searching mechanism. And the future directions in future research in graph search will focus on developing more efficient algorithms and improving the quality of the solutions. Thank you.